bad.
Didn't you win enough that you don't have to promote your product?
I don't know where you buy this, actually, and I don't know what it costs.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Because I think the site where it was sold.
Though they do still.
It still exists, Eric? I know Eric had something to do with it.
With building that?
No, not building it, but selling it or something. I
think Daniel Verano's right. Phil Locke's trying to sell his figurine.
Flop comes queen 10-5.
Ted Forrest has the best hand with a pair of queens here. Eric Lindgren's got tens with an ace kicker. Ted Forrest bet 5,000. Eric Lindgren called.
Jack of spades.
Check.
Jack worries Ted Forrest a little bit. Both players check, though.
5 of clubs on the river.
Ted Forrest still has the best hand with a pair of queens. Now he's going to bet.
That's 10,000.
Eric Lindgren looks like he's thinking of calling. If Ted Forrest had a straight draw on the flop, he would have made a pair of jacks or the straight. So he's got to put Ted Forrest on just a Forrest move, a move out of the forest, just a straight-out bluff. That's the only thing he can beat.
Can I go 3 for 3, Ted?
Ted Forrest bluffing on the flop, now bluffing on the river. Look like Ted Forrest might get paid off here again. Ted Forrest has gotten paid off a lot of times on the river just because of his reputation. He's made a value bet like he's making here with his pair of queens. Ted Forrest must feel that Eric Lindgren has a pair of jacks, that Eric Lindgren's missed his straight and made a pair of jacks. I'm hoping that Eric Lindgren calls.
He said freeze the ball.
No, he's talking about.
Eric Lindgren looks like he does not want to be bluffed on national television. Have Ted Forrest turn over a deuce-3 offsuit. Eric Lindgren calls.
Not this time?
Not this time.
Sees the queen, sees the bad news.
Oh.
Eric Lindgren says, I was wrong. He had a hand.
Gabe, there were no big knockouts tonight, no gigantic pots. Why was that?
Well, there were no gigantic pots, but it was vintage high-stakes poker. Players raising with all sorts of hands, and sometimes that's a lot more interesting than ace-king against a pair of jacks.
What else should we be watching for? What do you think?
I think we should be watching for whether or not you keep your job for next season.
Oh, yeah?
That'd be a good thing for you to pay attention to.
Yeah, I heard you're no showing either, by the way.
Who said that? You serious?
I heard some things, but I wouldn't worry about it. You're Gabe Kappa. You land on your feet.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you play next season. What about that? Because I heard your job's hanging by a thread.
My job is hanging by a thread. Why only last week the president of GSN came up to me and said, stop the music.
We'll see you next
We
time.
got to get you off the show.
Next time on High Stakes Poker.
You people are so sick. I love it.
The players are getting goofy as the game winds down.
Oh, that's right. Oops.
Give me that hand. I'm all in.